lascia morti. Nunzio volia tornar, sì, Nunzio volia tornar. wahrhafte Liebe Blut. Ich weiß nie, wie oft die Falschheit tut. Ich kenn die Wohlen, weil Wohlen mich freut. Und seine Wände und Hände mit Leid. Ich kenn die Liebe hinter und wohl. Ich kenn sie ist verrückt und toll. Ich schaue lachend und lachend zurück. Und such im Rausche, im Tausche mein Glück. Nabige Frau geküsst, hab nie gefragt, ob es gestattet ist. Da verlieren sie ihn. Küss ihn nur, ja, so sind sie
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We are now going to take a very short break while we set up the stage for the awards. Please wait while the jury departs the hall. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be starting the awards very shortly. If you just give us another minute or two, we'll be ready. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats for the prize giving. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats for the prize giving. We'd like to welcome our distinguished guests to the stage. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your patience. We'll just be another minute, and then we will have our finalists on stage, as well as the remaining prize winners. We will also be inviting our jury to join us on stage shortly. We're just waiting for our distinguished guests who are still off stage. guests. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. I'd like to start by introducing you to our guests on stage, starting with the Chancellor of the University of South Africa, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki. We also have with us our Vice Principal, Professor Magano. We also have with us Dr. Molapo, Professor Supporter, the Acting Registrar, and Professor Kudeli. Thank you very much. It's now time to finally introduce you to our jury members, and I'd like them to please come up in order and take their seats on the stage. So we'll start off with the jazz jury. Please welcome Paul Henner. Thank you. First chair. Mr. Sean Johannes. Ms. Siyavuya Makuzeni. Dr. Natalie Rangan. Ms. Nomfundo Kaluva Janchis. And then moving to our classical jury, Ms. Lauren Dasapa. Mr. Lionel Mkwanazi. Dr. Antoinette Olivier. Professor Jeremy Silva. And finally, Professor Hanley Stapela. The voice may very well be our national instrument. It facilitates profound connections between cultures and generations that make singing the lifeblood of South Africa's musical heritage. The quality of this year's competition has once again affirmed the importance of the voice as a core instrument in Unisa's music competition cycle. Indeed, it has been an inspiration for us to welcome an extraordinarily gifted group of talented singers from across our nation to compete in this competition. It has been 8 years since we last had a national competition, and so we are delighted to provide this opportunity for the next generation of singers to perform. The sheer joy of singing is inspiration enough for many who participate, but at the Unisa National Competition, we recognize that singers have the ambition to express themselves artistically on the very highest level. The national competition prepares singers for the international competition, which takes place 6 months later, January 2026. The two competitions are a proven launchpad for those who aspire to illustrious careers on the grandest stages in South Africa and across the world. An important feature of this year's competition is the unprecedented diversity of South African music traditions represented. Compositions by South African composers are a highlight of the repertoire choices by singers in both the jazz and the classical categories. And special prizes will for the first time be awarded for the best performance of these works in each category. This demonstrates the increasing maturity of the South African music scene and the ways in which performers are embracing their roots and the sounds that nurture them. The third Unisa National Voice Competition has featured the top 10 singers in each of the jazz and classical categories, selected from a wide range of musicians from across the country, some of whom have returned from abroad. This pre-screening jury narrowed the field from the many talented singers who submitted their recordings for review. Congratulations to each of the singers who were selected to compete in the first 2 rounds of the competition, presenting very difficult programs to a distinguished jury and an audience both in the hall and streaming live on YouTube. Let's give all of them a round of applause. We now move to the awards ceremony in which we celebrate those who contributed exceptional performances over the course of the past week of competition. At this point, I would like to call upon President Mbeki and Professor Magano to present the awards. We shall start with the special prizes. When your name is called, please come forward. You will first shake hands and receive your certificate from Professor Magano, and then there will be a photo opportunity with President Mbeki. Thereafter, please shake hands with the jury members on your return to your seat. Right, we'll start with the jazz category. The best performance of an up-tempo jazz standard or jazz ballad in the first round and valued at 5,000 Rand is awarded to Anati Mobo. To the classical category, the best performance of an art song in the first round, classical, sponsored by the Desmond Wilson Fund and valued at 5,000 Rand, is awarded to Katlego Mokwabane. Now to the special prizes which are awarded after the second round. In the jazz category, the best performance of a South African work in the second round jazz and valued at 5,000 Rand is awarded to Justin Zulu. In the classical category, the best performance of an opera aria in the second round classical, valued at 5,000 Rand, is awarded to Katlego Mokwabane. Again, in the classical category, the best performance of a South African work in the second round classical and valued at 5,000 Rand is awarded to Katlego Makwabane. We move now to the semi-finalists. There were 5 semi-finalists in each category, 2 of whom, of course, proceeded to the final. The remaining 3 each received incentive prizes of 3,000 Rand, which they will receive now. In the jazz category, please welcome Themba Letu Bengu. The second semi-finalist in the jazz category, Lauren Hendricks. And the third in the jazz category, Rorisang Sechele. Right, the semi-finalists in the classical category, who did not proceed to the final, Sinisipo Mnyango. The second semi-finalist, Yolisa Ngweklana. And finally, the third semi-finalist in the classical category, Asisipo Petu. The jury also voted for another prize, which was for the most promising semi-finalist who did not proceed to the final. And this award is for 10,000 Rand. In the jazz category, the prize is awarded to Rorisang Sechele. And now in the classical category, the most promising semi-finalist who did not go through to the final and an award of 10,000 Rand, Unisa Ngwekana. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the main prizes of the evening. The finalists competed for 90,000 Rand first prize and 60,000 Rand second prize. I will start with the second prize. The winner of the second prize in the jazz category of the third Unisa National Voice Competition and valued at 60,000 Rand is Anati Mobo. And the winner of the first prize in the jazz category for 2025 in the third Unisa National Voice Competition is Juliet Price. We come now to the winners of the classical category. The winner of the second prize in the classical category of the third Unisa National Voice Competition, a prize valued at 60,000 Rand, is Kayakazi Madlala. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, the winner of the first prize, valued at 90,000 Rand, in the third Unisa National Voice Competition Classical category is Katlego Mokwabane. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The prize winners, the 4 finalists, in addition to the monetary prizes, all 4 of them qualify for the Unisa International Voice Competition in January. The prize money for that competition is $15,000 first prize, as well as concerts with the Johannesburg Philharmonic Orchestra and the KwaZulu-Natal Philharmonic Orchestra and other events around the country. That brings us to the end of the awards. It's now my privilege to introduce the Acting Registrar, Professor Maloko Sepota, to deliver the congratulatory address.
Thank you, Professor Puli, the Artistic Director and Director of the Music Directorate. We appreciate the good work that you and your team are doing, and we congratulate all our winners. Good evening, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the university. I'm honored this evening to extend warm greetings to our respected Chancellor, His Excellency President Thabo Mbeki, and in her absence, our Principal and Vice Chancellor, Professor Puli Ngabula, in whose presence I'm privileged to act this evening as the President of this competition. And to members of Council here present, management, staff, students, alumni of Unisa, ambassadors, and diplomatic corps. Special word of greetings to our national laureate poet, Dr. Wally Surute, who's with us this evening. And his lovely partner. We are privileged to have you with us here this evening to come and celebrate with us, to come and congratulate our winners this evening, but also to encourage them. We hope to see you next year during the International Voice Competition. As you had an invitation from Prof. Puli, you automatically qualify. We are privileged to have had you, all of us, with us here this evening. And I'm delighted to be here tonight in my capacity as University Acting Registrar, but above all, as the head of the portfolio, Registrar's portfolio, of which Unisa Music Foundation is an integral part. Over the past 43 years, Unisa music competitions have left an indelible mark on the world of music in developing and launching the careers of generations of musicians from across our nations and indeed across the globe. We lead the way in the competition standards on the African continent, and we are proud as a University of the Land to uphold this reputation of excellence across spheres of music at Unisa, including our music qualifications, music examinations, concerts, and festivals. Unisa has a long storied tradition of music in our nation. In 2024, we celebrated 130 years of music exams at Unisa. Indeed, the university is the oldest institution offering music in our country and the only examination board based on the continent. Music competitions have been a key part of our music legacy. Unisa has been offering competitions since 1982, and they were offered in several categories, including piano, voice, strings, wind, and organ. The Unisa International Piano Competition is regarded as amongst the most prestigious in the world, and our winners in the singing category are world-famous names. Also significant is that Unisa is the only African member of the World Federation of International Music Competitions. We are also the only member competition to offer the jazz category. And this year is especially significant as we mark 10 years of jazz competitions. In South Africa, we are celebrated for producing many iconic singers, including the likes of Sibongile Khumalo, Mimi Kuse, Miriam Makeba, Emma Renzi, and Yo Masekela, amongst others, some of whom are distinguished alumni of this institution. The Unisa National Voice Competition was established to nurture talent from within our nation, thus building on the legacy of world-renowned Unisa International Music Competitions, the next iteration of which will be the 7th Unisa International Voice Competition that will be held in January 2026. The passion of singing, which is manifest in the wonderful array of voices joining us for this week of competition, extends to all regions of our country. We celebrate this diversity as a university committed to embracing diverse students across the land and investing in them with the opportunities and skills that will equip them for careers the world over. Tonight, we celebrate the competitors and prize winners of the 3rd Unisa National Voice Competition. I would like to emphasize the significance of every competitor who took the stage, making this competition possible through their participation. We have witnessed 4 rounds of intense musicianship and accomplishment. I've no doubt that the jury were hard-pressed to reach a final verdict in selecting from the talented musicians before them. We thank you for the good work that you have done. I would like to thank them again for their rigor and integrity in ensuring that this entire competition upholds the highest standards of adjudication. It is essential for us as Unisa that we maintain the reputation of excellence and integrity that is at the heart of our esteemed music history. Finally, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to those who made this competition a success, Prof. Puli and his team, including all colleagues at the Unisa Music Foundation who have worked around the clock the past 2 weeks to support every aspect of this event. This team has been ably supported by sound and video technicians, our design and protection crew, protection services, cleaning services, and the staff at conferencing and the Directorate for Institutional Advancement. As this year's competition draws to a close, let us celebrate every competitor for their unique contributions to the event, as well as many other musicians, including pianists, rhythm section, players, and the orchestral musicians who performed tonight. Unisa remains wholly committed to shaping musical excellence on the African continent and to developing the singing talent of our wonderful nation. Congratulations once again to our prize winners. Distinguished, we wish you all and are proud to list you as laureates of this distinguished competition. We wish you the very best as you pursue careers here and abroad. And we look forward to hosting you in years to come. Thank you. Go out there and be our good ambassadors. Good evening.
Thank you very much, Professor Supporter, for reminding us of the very powerful music heritage and history that Unisa possesses, and for recognizing the many talents that were on show at this competition, both on stage, in the jury, and behind the scenes. As we draw to a close, I'd like to offer a vote of thanks. But before I do so, as is customary, I would like to call on the first prize winners in each category to say a few words and reflect on their win. So let's start with the jazz winner, Juliet Price.
Okay, this was very unexpected. Hi guys, thank you so much. I would like to thank the jury. I cannot believe that I'm standing here in front of you all. I've looked up to many of you so much throughout my journey, and I just want to thank you for the recognition that you've given me this evening. I love you all and really respect you, and yeah, thank you so much for the influence that you have given me throughout this journey. I'd like to thank my incredible family who have supported me non-stop. My brothers are in the audience, my gran and grandpa are in the audience, my mom and my dad, Zia and Nathan, Michelle and Opa, like guys, everyone, my amazing friend Nikki, and my incredible accompanist, Ethan Clapper. Thank you so much. This is an incredible honor. I want to thank you all for being here and for listening and for enjoying this beautiful gift that we have of music. And yes, thank you so much. Good night.
And our first prize winner in the classical category, Katlego Mokwabane.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think my colleague said a mouthful, so I'll be very short. First, I'd like to thank the esteemed adjudicators for the great honor. And congratulations to all my lovely colleagues. Y'all were great. I hope you don't stop singing. The world is ready for you. Go out there and kill it. Thank you so much.
Every major competition involves a huge team working behind the scenes whom I'd like to recognize. On behalf of the Unisa Music Foundation, I extend my sincere thanks to His Excellency President Thabo Mbeki, the Chancellor of the University, and the President of the Unisa International Music Competitions. It's always a great honor for us to have you in our presence. Thank you very much. I'd like also to thank the President of the National Competitions, Professor Puleng Lenkabula, our Principal and Vice Chancellor, also a wonderful supporter of music at the institution. I know she couldn't be here tonight, but she is represented by Professor Magano. So thank you very much, Professor Magano, for joining us on stage to deliver the awards. I'd also like to thank my boss, Professor Supporter, the acting registrar, another big supporter of the Unisa Music Foundation and our competitions. It's great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. The members of the jury have been a presence throughout our time here, and they haven't been able to mix much because of the vow of confidentiality between the participants and themselves. I know that's been difficult, and I'm sure they now feel relieved to have been unburdened of this responsibility. But they have been a truly wonderful group, both the jazz and the classical jury members, and it's been a privilege for me as the non-voting chairperson to serve with them and to hear their wisdom. So I'd like to thank in the jazz category once again Paul Hanmer, Sean Johannes, Siavuya Makuzeni, Natalie Rangan, Numfundo Kaluva Janchis. These are all wonderful, iconic artists in their own right, so it's really been a privilege to have them with us. In the classical category, we have Lauren De Sapa, Lionel Mkwanazi, Antoinette Olivier, Jeremy Silva, and Hanli Stapela. Thank you very much indeed. We also had a pre-screening jury who had to choose from all the video recordings. And on that jury, we had Mageshan Naidu, Concord Nkabinda, Tembinkosi Magagula, David Smith, and Injabulo Ntimkulu. Thank you to all of them. I'm sure you'll all agree with me that we had fantastic performers on stage, supporting and really improving the quality, or highlighting, I should say, the quality of our performances. And as some of the candidates have already said, this makes a tremendous difference to the quality of their singing. We had conductor Daniel Boyko and the Johannesburg Philharmonic Orchestra. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd also like to congratulate and thank our rhythm section, Melvin Peters on piano, Romy Brotaseth on bass, and Rob Watson on drums. You'll notice that we are filming this event, and we have done all 4 rounds of the competition, which is being streamed on YouTube. So if you enjoyed some of the performances tonight and you'd like to go back and listen to some of these wonderful performers in the other rounds, please do so. It's all available free online. And that was made possible because of our wonderful camera crew and multimedia center, which was directed by Roland Morris. Let's give them a round of applause. Also working on the technical side, we have Ifat Damanik on sound, photographer Shuhaima Champion, and from Green Planet Productions, we have Francois Nolte, Mayeka Davids, and their team who are producing a series for us, which will be broadcast on Mnet. I'd like to thank the team from the Directorate Institutional Advancement, including Normsa Ndela and Dr. Louise Schmidt, the team from Estates and Conferencing, headed by Corné Jacobs, who also did the sound at the back. We also have Salome Skitter from Finance, and a wonderful designer who created all the programs that you're reading, Kicha Setusha. Our technical team at the Music Foundation includes some of our tutors and students, Charles Simane, William Chauke, Paul Pius Titus, Tumelo Malachi, Nklamulo Rometsi, Amochelang Nkomo, and Capello Mapanga. Let's give them a round of applause. Finally, I'd like to thank my own team in the Music Foundation. Without him, this really would not have been possible, and I think every jury member, competitor knows exactly how important they have been. Sitting right behind me is Ms. Khomotso Boshilo. Please stand. And next to her, we have Ms. Linda Petrick. Behind the scenes, we have Prince Ramala. I'm not sure if he's here. And our piano technician, Tsepiso Ledwaba, who's looking after this wonderful piano. And our driver, Mr. Philemon Mayonye. Right, that brings us to the very end of this wonderful proceeding. Thank you for joining us for the third Unisa National Competition, National Voice Competition 2025. We look forward to seeing you in January. Prize winners and dignitaries, please remain on the stage for photo opportunities. Everyone else, please enjoy the reception and have a wonderful evening. Good night.